You know that one moment in Freshers Week when you're just standing there in the welcome hub or the induction session pretending to be all confident, when in reality you're just scanning the room to find someone, just anyone to talk to? That moment of awkwardness is exactly where my work begins. Hello everyone, I'm Faiza Namdar, a BSc Psychology student at King's College London from India, and my poster talks about students' experiences of belonging and social connection at university. We all know that students are experiencing disproportionately high amount of loneliness, and universities, especially after COVID, are talking a lot about a sense of community and belonging. But very often, these words become mere slogans because we don't understand what they actually mean to students themselves. And that is exactly why in my King's Undergraduate Research Fellowship in 2024, I worked with UBelong, a student wellbeing research project, to study how the students draw on a range of social and cultural ideas to frame and interpret their experiences of social connection and belonging at university. In this research, we interviewed 6 first-year UK university students, and in these interviews, we asked students to talk about 5 images or videos that resonated their university social experiences. From this method of photo elicitation, we were able to gain really vivid and personal insight. And we then took all of this data and analyzed these conversations using reflexive thematic analysis to draw out patterns of how students describe social experiences at university. From our analysis, we firstly found 8 unique social and cultural factors that impacted students' university experience, including things like the location of the university, accommodation, financial differences, to personal factors like goals, priorities, backgrounds, and even group values and beliefs. Alongside these factors, we also found 6 key themes that tied together how these factors influenced students' university social experiences and belonging. So firstly, students said that sense of belonging is a shared responsibility of both students and universities. So when universities are responsible for providing a safe, nourishing environment that can help build a sense of community, it is also on the students to take control of their own journey and actively engage with the university offerings. Students also said that this process of social integration and interaction involves a lot of trial and error. So not all conversations lead to long-lasting friendships, and building a community takes a lot of time. And they said that while you're doing this trial and error, it can be really useful to stay connected with your roots. Students said that it can be helpful to find elements of your old life in your new one, or maintaining regular contact with friends and family back home to tackle loneliness. Essentially, students were trying to tell us that they want a community with commonalities. They wanted to be among like-minded people who shared their values and interests. And they said that social media can be a supporting agent in building this community. However, students also noted that social media can both help and hinder, so they must be mindful of the content they consume and share. And finally, students noted that while university experience is unique for everyone, freshers might experience certain unique challenges. Owing to the fact that this transition is really new to them, early experiences at university can have really long-lasting impacts for freshers. So together, all these themes and factors tell us that belonging is not simple. Rather, it's layered, it's personal, and it's influenced by so many different factors. And that is exactly why we decided to go a step forward and draw out practical recommendations made by the students for students and universities. For example, students suggested that their peers could use effective time management to help balance academic and social commitments. They also suggested actively seeking out communities that resonate with their identities. Simultaneously, for universities, students recommended that they provide visible, ongoing, and inclusive support throughout the year through things like smaller cohorts or a safe and secure platform to engage and interact with other students. They also recommend that universities give comprehensive guides to university life that actually reflect the reality of universities and not just the good part. Overall, alongside these recommendations, we think that to further this conversation, we need future research to look at belonging in relation to these factors and build and evaluate interventions to both understand and enhance student belonging. And I think today we can take a good step towards this. Please have a look at these prompt questions and share your comments, discussions, and thoughts later in the discussion session. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to your comments, stories, and questions. I hope that today we can push the conversation on student well-being and belonging further.